We rolling.
Let's do it. You.
And coming to you from probably somewhere in Mississippi, just guys talking about sports and stuff. Ray and Rodney, or Rodney and Ray, whatever. It's the R&R show.
Yep.
What it do?
What up, y'all? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Welcome to the R&R show.
On the throwback version. Throwback version, baby. It's all good. Hey, we working out some stuff. Go ahead and start this thing, man.
Welcome to the R&R show. I'm Ray.
I'm Rodney.
And you are here in our presence of greatness. Yeah, enjoy it, indulge it. Go tell your mama and them, and they mama and them that if you ain't watching us, sharing us, liking us, and loving us, you are a lame. So do it so you won't be a lame. Yeah, that's what I said, a lame.
A lame.
But if you are, continue to do the same.
And don't
welcome.
Be a lame.
Welcome world. Welcome to the Sunday night edition of the R&R show.
Right.
Due to time restrictions,
Randy kind of blew me away. There was a play against the Jets.
Oh, we are experiencing technical difficulties. So,
hey, good job.
Yeah, good job. All right, let's do this, man. Let's do this.
Oh yeah. Tell your dad and them if he's still around. So anyway, let's get this thing started. What's the deal on the game going on right now, though? I need to know.
Right now, it is 4th and 23. Carolina got the ball, trying to score. Man. There is 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And like I said, it's 4th and 23. Carolina got the ball on the 34-yard line.
Okay.
This is for all the cookies. Cam Newton drops back. He's pressured. He takes the sack, ladies and gentlemen. Cam Newton takes the sack. Oh, my gosh.
That's so stupid.
Kill yourself. Game over.
All right, man. Let's go and get this show started. I can't take no more stupid stuff. So anyway, let's go and get it. All right. I saw something come out. The Hall of Fame class finalists for 2018.
Tell it.
NFL. We got some interesting names on here, and we got some names that we don't know. But then we got some names that everybody know, and then we got some trying to figure out why they ain't in here yet. So, we ain't gonna cover all of those. No, but we gonna cover the significant names. I'm gonna cover a couple of them that just pop out at people in our range. Steve Atwater, Rondé Barber.
Hard hitting Atwater, Rondé.
Yes. Tony Baselli, Jacksonville Jaguars. Isaac Bruce. Roger Craig.
Brian of course.
Torrey Holt, Joe Jacoby, Adrian James, Jimmy Johnson. Hey, there you go. Ty Law. Ray Django Lewis.
Come on, man.
John
Randy Moss. You calling everybody up? Randy Moss. T.O.
Terrell Owens.
T.O.
Lacker. Hines Ward. Okay.
Yes.
Them are the ones that matter to me. Like, it's 18,000 folks on this list. But the two I really want to talk about is T.O. and Randy Moss. What gonna happen this year? Because T.O.
Randy Moss getting in first better, and T.O. will get snubbed again. His numbers is better than Randy Moss.
Yeah, they're better than Randy Moss.
Yep.
But he ain't got no move named after him though. You just got Moss. Everybody in the world know what that means. You got Mike.
Yep. But still, but everybody, but when Where did the slogan "Go get your popcorn ready" come from?
Get your popcorn ready. It came from the Dallas Cowboys. So look,
no, man, go ahead on.
And then
T.O.
He went with the Cowboys then.
T.O.
And
Yes,
then
he
they had
was.
like a Jerry Jones
T.O.
Oh, I thought that's where it came from.
No, that's not where it come from. No.
Being innovators.
But anyway.
Go ahead.
T.O. should be in there. We go through this year after year. Look at the numbers. Yeah. They just want to go off what comes out of T.O.'s mouth. His mouth is what's holding him back because he is unforgiving about the things he say. Even though he was telling the truth about a lot of his quarterbacks. I agree with him. But what did Skip Bayless call it? Team Obliterator. Team Obliterator.
Yeah.
Obliterator.
That's what he does.
He tear teams up because he is unforgiving. He tell the truth. And he's unforgiving. He's unforgiving about what he say.
Man, when you get to a certain point in life though, and this is when all that come back to get you, okay? Because he ain't the first one to be, I'm gonna call it out, blackballed by the by the Hall of Fame. Okay, Some of these people had to take their licks because they, quote unquote, air quotes, disrespected the game. When you disrespect the game, you're not gonna see it as quick as you think you should or quick as you ought to. So
I'm gonna say
let him in.
I'm gonna say I said let him in also.
Let him in.
But
they scared to let him in.
But look, but when you say disrespect the game, let me ask you.
Asking me.
Let's see. Disrespecting the game is only a matter of opinion to the voters.
Yes.
Because do I think he disrespect the game? No, I do not.
No.
Did he break some bro codes? Maybe.
Definitely so.
I mean, but it is what it is.
He broke some bro codes.
T.O. was that player that, and then on the other side, you look at Randy Moss. Randy Moss has done some things and said some things, probably not as harsh as T.O.
Straight cash,
homie. Yeah, he pretended when he scored the touchdown on the Green Bay Packers, he pretended to moon the Green Bay Packer fan. Okay, what? So yeah, he hit a pedestrian in the street with his vehicle, but that happens every day.
I forgot about that.
But it happens every day.
He didn't do it all the time.
But it wasn't intentional though. That wasn't intentional.
But he didn't hold a workout in his driveway.
But there ain't nothing wrong with that. But it ain't like T.O. called all the reporters and was like, "Hey, I'm gonna be working out in my yard. Y'all come holler at
me." He probably didn't, but his agent did. Hey, T.O., come on.
I'm just saying. And Randy Moss, he had some bumpy roads too. His work ethic at times and things of that nature. He wasn't the best teammate at times also. But
okay, check this out. Time out. We saying the same thing about the two dudes that play the same position.
Right.
In your personal opinion, is this a receiver mentality?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. By me, I'm so glad you asked.
Receiver mentality?
Because you see my reaction, right? Because me being a receiver in high school, and there's this tag that comes along with receivers as being prima donnas and the brash player and all about me. Is that true? Of course it is.
One of the
yes, it is.
Throw me the damn ball.
That's it. I mean, that's the attitude of a receiver. So no, I'm not gonna have a problem with a lot of the things that they do as far as bring the all about me mentality, because that's the role of a receiver. I mean, that's what they do. That's the way it's always been. Yes, you're part of the team or whatnot, but hey. It affects the team. But it's not a problem when you're winning, though.
Oh, it's a problem. It's just an unspoken problem. They don't really go into it as much if you up by 20 and you talking about over there, throw me the ball out wide open, blah, 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 blah.
Right. But
that receiver mentality is one that is not respected by the voters as it is for everybody, playing ball. Because if I bet you money, if you go and poll every NFL player out there now and in that time, if he should be in, they would all vote yes on 100% because they know the game. The voters, they don't get that part of the game. And I understand, but the voters
by the majority of them being sports beat writers and things of that nature, and they don't probably have never played the sport, and they just sit behind and write up of how a teammate should be or how a football player should carry themselves and all this kind of stuff. But it is what it is.
Right.
Yeah. Did T.O. paint himself into this corner, bring this on himself? Yeah. Yep. Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't know when to say when. But do I still feel like he's wrong? In my eyes, no.
Right.
I mean, he never did anything wrong because, in my opinion,
right,
the Hall of Fame should be what you do on the field. He never went out. He didn't murder anybody. He never got into trouble. He never got arrested. He never done anything of this nature. I'm just saying, man. I mean, he's not. No, he did.
Guys on this list have been accused of murdering somebody.
So what? But I'm not going to talk about that. We're gonna talk. We're talking about the receivers.
Okay.
But was he proved? But he wasn't proven guilty. He was not proven guilty. So we're not going to even discuss that.
We're gonna table that to when the list actually come out because that's crap. That's another.
Yeah. That's yes, sir. And if he make it, that's gonna be the number one story we're gonna cover.
It's gonna come back. Yeah. Oh, he gonna make it. He gonna make it. Talking about old Django. Oh, he gonna make it. Watch.
Yeah, he gonna make it. He gonna make it.
Calvin. He good football and he got a good dance. Look, let's go on over to this next topic.
Yeah.
Now that we know what's going on in the next round of the NFL playoff picture, I just need two games picked out. I need the Saints and Falcons.
Saints and Falcons. The Saints playing. No, the Saints going to Minnesota.
Crap. I jumped ahead of myself.
Saints.
Okay.
Yeah, he did. Saints going to Minnesota. And the Falcons.
The Saints in the Minnesota. The Saints and the Vikings. And the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's what I want to
we know what. Okay, I'm gonna make this one short and sweet. Saints and the Falcons. I'm going with the Saints. Drew Brees right now. I mean, what I say? Falcons. My bad. See what you see that bullcrap is catching, just like the flu. But look here. But look. Check this out though. The Saints in Minnesota. Yes, Minnesota defense is stout, and I feel like it may be the best defense that's left in the playoffs at the moment, even better than the Jacksonville Jaguars. And I really feel like that the Saints defense is playing well enough right now to maintain the offense of Minnesota. Minnesota, they're not explosive. Case Keenum, he's maintaining the offense right now, and I got to give him kudos.
He gave the game away.
Right, and he's putting up some pretty decent, just smidge above average numbers, and I got to give it to him. He took the keys to this team, and he's doing pretty well with them as far as, like you said, not losing the game. And the defense, I really feel like put him in a position in order to where he cannot lose the game. So it's with this, the way that defense been playing lights out, and we've seen defenses over and over again carry teams to the Super Bowl with a stagnant offenses, such as the Baltimore Ravens, such as Denver Broncos and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, teams of that nature. So, but I think this is where it comes to an end for the Minnesota Vikings, because right now, Drew Brees is and he's so in tune. He's so in tune with his receivers right now. All new receiving cast with Ted Ginn. He's really coming on. He scorched his the Carolina Panthers, his old team today,
Ooh.
I mean, they just look. They really look good right now.
And they got it seems like they got 3 number 1 receivers on their team.
Exactly. And so they look really good right now. And that's what I got for those cats right there. Now, we know when the Jacksonville Jaguars went up to Pittsburgh earlier this season, they stomped a mud hole in the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah.
Ben Roethlisberger didn't even have an answer for their defense. He was sacked twice. I forget how many interceptions he had. I don't even think he even eclipsed how many? 5.
It was a lot.
What you doing? Baseball signals or something like that?
I saw the stat,
okay.
But I can't.
But dude, he had a horrible.
His worst game as a professional.
Worst game as a professional. But we all know what happened after that. But if you don't, I'll let you know what happened after that. He went on a quarterback frenzy after that. And what did he say? I think it was said today that Ben Roethlisberger said that he wants the Jags because he wants to redeem himself for that. And that's what I like about a true NFL player and a true player of the sport. When you get the brakes beat off you, you don't want the easiest way out in the playoffs. Right. You don't want the team that you think you can beat. No, you want that team that beat the brakes off you early in the season so you can really flex your muscles and show what they got. Now, how do I think that how this game will turn out? Even if Antonio Brown do not play, I really feel like the Jacksonville Jaguars.
He playing.
He played well. Then I really feel like the Jacksonville Jaguars, their season is pretty much going to stop at Heinz Field. It's going to be over right there because the way Blake Bortles played today, 86 yards. You know what? I really feel like if Blake Bortles throw for 286 yards next week, it's not going to be enough to stop the Pittsburgh Steelers.
You just
the Pittsburgh Steelers right now, to me, is the second best team in the playoffs right now.
You just said it. Minnesota has the same deal that Jacksonville has. All you got to do is just not lose a game and just stay in the game. That's what Blake Bortles did today. But I will give him this much sense, this much. He did know when he didn't have nothing to take off the running. The dude had more rushing yards than he did passing yards as a starting quarterback in the NFL in the playoffs in 2018. That is crazy in itself because in anybody else's world, that is not how you win a football game. But your defense is stout enough. And I wouldn't even call them stout enough today because they played Buffalo with not a 100% LeSean McCoy. So
he balled out.
He had a good game, but he still wasn't 100%, and you could tell in some spots in the game.
No, he wasn't. No, you're right. You're right.
But
it's the Buffalo Bills. And it's the Buffalo Bills.
That hadn't been to the playoffs.
The only reason they got in the playoffs is not because of what they did. Because somebody lost.
No, Cincinnati
won.
They won. Yeah,
because Cincinnati won. Right. Now, let me tell you this right here. Real quick, snippet right here. Let's go back to when they benched Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah. And
let's go back to that right quick. We just go.
It looked the exact same way. When he left, dude came in and steal garbage.
Right. And so Tyrod Taylor went out today with the potential winning drive. He went out with an injury, and they had to put, what is his name, Peterman in. And he picked up where he left off in the game.
The last time he played.
But interception.
I will tell you this, though, and I'm going to say this, and this gonna be true. That's Tyrod Taylor's last game in Buffalo.
I believe because earthquake. But because what they did with him was totally disrespectful. Now, I'm not saying if Tyrod Taylor had to start the game, I forget who they played that game, but I'm not saying the Chargers. I'm not saying if Tyrod Taylor had started that game and they had to bench him for experiment purposes to start Peterman, who threw 5 interceptions in the first half. I'm not saying that if he had started, they would have won the game, but I'm saying there is this possibility that they probably could have won the game. And just say if they did miss the playoffs because of one game, you could easily look back on that game and say, what if y'all hadn't did this and kept this man in, we probably would have made it.
And now, if it was in that game, they won. they would have made it anyway.
And you can also say this. You can also say this. If Peterman had to play the rest of the season and kept Tyrod Taylor on the bench, they never would have been in the predicament for letting somebody to lose or win to allow them to play in the playoffs. So
you gave up. I think they gave up too fast. Now, I will say this about Tyrod Taylor, then we're going to move on. He don't have enough to be good enough in Buffalo.
I agree.
He can go somewhere else and be a good quarterback.
I do believe that.
I think he could go to any other team that needs a physical, mobile quarterback, and he would be good.
I think them picking up Kevin Benjamin mid-season, I just hate he got hurt or whatnot. I believe that's going to help them next season.
Right. But he could go to another team and be a really good quarterback for another team. But
guess what team I got in mind? The Jacksonville Jaguars.
There you go. But Blake Bortles playing lights out, 86 pass yards.
Lights out.
You know what?
Lights ain't never came home.
We're gonna keep this football, okay? We finna go and jump into this music so we can go and get this college championship. What two teams playing in the championship? Ohio State and
No. Oklahoma
it's Clemson and
no. It's UCL. UCL.
They went undefeated.
They're the national champions. They're having a parade tomorrow.
The MAC.
The doo-doo conference where they do not play nobody.
You are so good. You said doo-doo. Doo-doo Brown. How did you... Boy, if you don't quit that.
Hey, dog. We right there, man. We right there. So, this is Ray's Pick'em. I only got one game for you, baby.
One.
The national championship that I want every year. I'm gonna call it the National /SEC Championship game. Part two. We got the Alabama Crimson Tide, the Roll Tides, and the Georgia Bulldogs playing in Atlanta, GA, baby. It's going down tomorrow night or tonight, depending on what time you watching this show. At 7 o'clock. They said 7 o'clock. They said 8 o'clock Eastern time, 7 o'clock. But look, you don't know. It ain't gonna even kick off until about 80 minutes later. So look for them to kick off it started at 7, but look up for them to kick off about 12:30 a.m. But look, anyway, but when they kick off, man, the way Michelle and Nick Chubb is running the ball right now, it is ridiculous.
Man.
Brum, the way he's handling another quarterback, college level, that's handling the offense and not turning the ball over and not losing the game for them. He's doing a great job as a freshman. Now, like I said, these guys run the ball. We already know their identity is running the ball. They are very aggressive on defense with Kirby Smart running this team, not just the team, but he's the center of this defense coming from Alabama.
Yep.
2 years removed from Alabama. And I got to take my hats off to him and give him kudos on doing a great job taking this team to the national championship. That being said, them going up against the Alabama Crimson Tide defense. Let me tell you something. The best thing that could have happened to Alabama was them not making the original SEC championship. Why do I say that? Because we know how the injury bug played them on defense, preferably the linebacker position. All of their linebackers were either out or on their way out due to injury. All that did was gave them time to heal in time for the semifinals of the NCAA playoffs. And when they came back with a vengeance. They are healthier, not 100%, but they are 80% healthy Alabama team is better than 90% of 100% health of a lot of teams in the NCAA. Come on, y'all. It's Alabama.
It's Alabama. Now,
Give me that. Jalen Hurts. Who am I picking?
Who you picking?
Hey, man. Much as I want to go with the Georgia Bulldog, I got to say Roll Tide. Yellow Hammer, Mama Jamma, Rama, Mama, Lama, Lama, whatever they be saying. Yamma, Dama, Ding Dong. The Tide gonna roll, bro. The Tide gonna roll. Because I say it like this right here. By those linebackers being back, they are not going to run the ball like they ran the ball on Oklahoma. Because Oklahoma is a Big 12 team. We all know Big 12 do not play defense. So, Katie Michelle and Eat 'em Up Chub.
Eat 'em up.
Don't look to run the ball on Alabama like you did then.
No.
You may have 100 yards together total.
Right.
I really believe the Tide gonna roll, and it's gonna come through their defense. And if anybody gonna get the Bronx, they gonna get to the quarterback from Georgia, baby.
How many points I'm getting?
How many points you get?
Yeah.
It's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be boring for a lot of the
haters.
Look. It's gonna be boring for a lot of the non-SEC players.
Right.
Not players, but fans, non-SEC fans. It may get boring. It may get boring or irritated for Georgia fans. It may get boring for some of the SEC fans that don't have a team playing in the national championship. Right. But you about to see Alabama football. You talking about grind them down, wear them down defense, and straight smash them on the offense. Jalen Hurts, don't look for no big time passing attack. He's gonna maintain the game. He's not getting enough credit for the what he's done. I hear a lot of so-called Alabama fans giving him slack because of the just 2 games that he lost. Only 2 games he lost in his college career. That was the national championship last year and the game against Auburn. 2 games. That was the only games he lost.
Right.
He has proven himself to be a winner. Why? Because he takes care of the ball. Yes, he's a dual-threat quarterback. Who wouldn't want a dual-threat quarterback? He's not the best passer in the world, but he does have a gun. He can hit a wide-open receiver. I know that. So, Alabama, go ahead. Y'all might as well go ahead and scratch it on the little golden ball or whatever trophy that y'all do now. Roll Tide. Roll Tide.
We let him out for the hook.
And notice I said all this without mentioning the name Nick Saban. No. If I had said just Nick Saban, or if I had said Nick Saban earlier, that would have killed the whole conversation. So why they gonna win? Nick Saban. That's all I got. That's Ray's pick 'em, baby. If you don't like it, deal with it. Because I ain't never lost. You gotta do your mouth like that. I ain't never lost. I ain't never lost.
There it is. All right, man.
I ain't never lost.
Let go on to this. They're gonna forget it. We're gonna do all football. It's the playoffs, the championship.
Come on, baby. That's what we do. I don't know what we're gonna do in football season. No, we gotta pick up hockey and golf and all that. But go ahead.
We got some golf right here. We won't talk about it, but then next week because he ain't playing this week. So anyway, we were gonna talk about a little NBA, but ain't nothing really happening except for the short dude came back and Steph came back, and Steph is hitting like 8 points a minute. So it was.
Yes, he is. The dude played like 20 minutes. He played 20 minutes yesterday and scored 45.
3 quarters and scored 45 points. The first game back, he scored like almost 40, and he did like 35 in 30 minutes. Like, dude, come on.
Yep.
Let somebody else shoot.
It's ridiculous. But but like I heard him say one time, somebody got to make the shots.
Somebody got to shoot it. My team's so talented that I can let everybody else shoot. Anyway, let's go on to the Bengals, man. Let's go to the Bengals.
All right, let's go to the Bengals.
What are they doing? I have not seen anybody until this year make that call or make a call as worse than that. I've seen one team do it already. Okay.
What call are you talking about? You got to be specific. So I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about?
Marvin Lewis, the Bengals head coach, who has been there forever. Okay, it seemed like forever. He was there when Ocho Cinco played and TJ Houshmandzadeh played, and they had Carson Palmer, who just retired this year, played when they was good. And since then, they have not been good.
Hey, what was that running back they had? That he ended up playing for the Patriots.
Corey Dillon.
Corey Dillon even was there, played on the Marlins.
Oh, was.
Corey Dillon played for him.
They walk around with that fur coat on.
Yeah.
But look, this is my thing. You've been sucking. As of late, it's been sucking bad. Okay, you went to the playoff last year or 2 years ago, and they went there and they act like they just got out of jail, or they was on a jail ride, a break, it just broke out.
That was that last year?
It could have been last year.
Before last.
But either way,
they
was in the playoffs, and they act like they had never been there. They act like a bunch of hoodlums. And he basically, you can see it that he lost control of it.
Because they never been there. Half of them never been there.
But he's been there, and a few of them have, and they act like, and he lost the team. Okay, fast forward to now, he's lost the team even more because they suck. He's not making good coaching decisions, and he's not trying to develop these players to be better at what they're doing. Okay, everybody in the world been trying to get this man fired for the last 5 years. Trying to get him to move on.
Rodney, I really believe Lewis have reached his ceiling in Cincinnati.
Right.
And I really feel like he reached that ceiling about 5 years ago.
Right.
He cannot take that team no farther. Andy Dalton, you look at the talent that's on this team right now. Oh, Andy Dalton, I can't say enough about him, man. In my eyes, he is an elite quarterback whenever his receivers are healthy. You got AJ Green, man. When you got a duel like that right there, man, you should come on, dude.
Okay, you got Joe Mixon at running back.
Joe Mixon at running back.
Who
proved me wrong.
And
he come on to be a pretty good running back.
Okay, then your backup is A.J. McCarron, who played a hell of a game in the playoffs last year.
Yes.
So, and then you got a defense that's actually a good defense, and you can't go to the playoffs with them guys, even if you barely make it, and they signing you back. That's what I don't get. That's worse than the Cleveland Browns signing the coach back that ain't won but one game in 2 years.
I'm serious, man. But that's a totally different. I don't even put that. I do not put that franchise is. They had a parade for a perfectly losing season, so that says a lot about what's going on in Cleveland.
Oh, come on.
You have too much talent and had better talent on this team than they got right now in the past. So. What he's done for this team is really wouldn't cut it in the NFL for a lot of other teams. So, my thing is this right here, dude. I believe the only reason that the Cincinnati Bengals gave him a 2-year extension and just a 2-year extension is because there is not another coach out there right now that is available.
I don't believe that because you can take
McAdoo.
No, let's check this out.
From the Giants.
Check this out.
If you can give me one that's credible, that want to coach, that wants to coach.
Now
I'm not gonna even say that want to come to Cincinnati. I'm gonna leave that out. I'm just saying that wants to coach. Period. Name me one coach.
I can't give you one coach. That's beyond my level. Okay, because you can take a good college coach and bring him to the NFL. That has been done, and it can be done again, regardless of who it is.
Yes, it has. It has been done. But that's a bigger risk than taking even McAdoo.
But check it out.
You know for yourself, there's a difference between coaching boys and men.
If being mediocre is what they want, that's what they gonna get. Okay, because that team has too much talent to sit there where they at. They can't do that with that team and that coach, okay? That's just like you having a Ferrari and driving 45 miles an hour all the time. That don't make sense. You got to open it up every once in a while. So there is an assistant coach out there right now, a coordinator out there right now that is making some headlines somewhere that we don't know about that could be that next coach. Don't tell me it's not a coach out there. You can go find somebody. Money talk. Ask John Gruden.
Okay. Well, let me say this. Oh, no, John Gruden ain't finna go
Ask
with
John
nobody.
Gruden.
That you can't even mention him in this conversation.
Money talk.
Anybody that I don't think it is even money about the money to John Gruden. John Gruden ain't hurting for no money, number one. But look, I'm gonna say it like this, then, Rodney. Let me rephrase it like this, then. There's nobody out there that Cincinnati wants to pursue. Maybe there's nobody out there that Cincinnati think can come come in there and change that franchise around and take it to the next level.
Their front office worse than the Cowboys front office then. Because they're in the same boat. Maybe, you got the coach just doing the stupidest stuff all the time with all this talent.
Maybe
you can't win.
Number one, I hate to get on the Cowboys right quick, but I'm just saying this right quick. Jason Garrett never should have been. He never should have took the head coaching job. He never should have taken it. He's a great offense coordinator. But when he took the head coaching job, I was like, bad move.
Bad move. But okay. Let's keep going. All right. Now, this is the last topic, and we talked about it before, but it wasn't about the same dude. It's about the money.
Let's see if we can.
We're gonna make it quick.
So I can save Grace right here.
Save Grace.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So look, this is it. John Gruden.
Mm-hmm.
Was he worth it?
Yeah, no. Nope.
Look.
No, he was not.
Ray, I wish I knew the particulars of the contract. But
look,
we had this conversation before about the quarterback in Detroit. Is he worth it? No. But if they gonna throw him all that money, he'll be a fool not to take it.
Take it. $100 million
over 10 years.
Over 10 years.
Man, get out of here.
Now look, to me, what has he done? I want you to tell me, what has he done to? You know what? Forget that. Tell me this. Why do everybody think that for the last week. So for the last 5, 7, maybe 8 years, he been the most sought after coach that wasn't coaching.
But
why?
Because he can talk a good game. He talk a good game. He take him to the film rooms and talk about it out loud, and then get that look on him where he just crush that out like this.
But let me tell you this right here.
It scare people.
But look at this, Rodney. Okay, you buy a Ferrari. You buy a Ferrari. Never driven a Ferrari before? No, I ain't gonna say you never driven. You bought a Ferrari, right?
Right.
And you never went over 55 miles an hour in that junk.
54. Let's say 54.
We're gonna say 54 then.
54 miles an hour.
And so you be like, man, I'm scared to drive this thing, man, or whatever, man. Here, you drive it. And I take that joker and I just ball out with it. I pegged that joker out. I made the needle lay down.
210.
And 210. And I'm winning street races.
Right.
Bringing in money. But is that my car? Is that my car?
Aha.
Huh?
I see
that was John Gruden. That was John Gruden with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That was Tony Dungy's team. Tony Dungy put that team together, and they said, "All right, thank you, Tony. Bye." Hey, John, come over here from Oakland. And
Oakland traded him.
Oakland traded it.
Okay, but look, this is what's crazy. They saw something then to get rid of him because they traded him. He almost went to the Super Bowl the year before. After they traded him, they went to the Super Bowl and they lost to him with somebody else's team. That let you know that he didn't do it twice. Two good teams.
Yep.
And Tony.
Hey, that was the Raiders they played in that Super Bowl.
Yes, it was.
Those were both of his teams, man.
He knew what they were going to do. It wasn't changing. Wasn't nothing changing. He knew every player over there. They traded. I know what you're going to do, I know how to beat you.
Let me tell you this. What did he do after he won the Super Bowl?
What did he do?
Exactly. Nobody knows.
I know. I can tell you what he didn't do. I can tell you what he is. He is basically a 500 coach. Actually, his winning percentage is 0.54. So there you go right there. I don't care what he done did for the face of the league and the analyzing and all that. I'm not finna give a 500 coach $100 million. Okay? No. If that's the case, I'm going to go get the best college coach and pay him that money and then say after 4 years, bro, you ain't going to cut it, and then you can take this buyout or whatever how they do it, and you go back to college. That's just like giving $100 million to coach my team. Crazy. I'm just saying.
Somebody who almost did.
I'm just saying. So, you don't do that.
Okay, that being said, that team, the Raiders, will be one of two teams that will be the most watched team coming into the 2018 NFL season. Do you know the other team?
Most watched team next year is going to be the Raiders, and it's too early for me to call. Who you say it is?
The San Francisco 49ers.
I can agree to that.
They're going to be the two most
watched teams
coming into the season now.
Into the season. Unless
what they will do.
Right, because they are both. One of them is on a great ride and coming up, and the other one is going to be a circus, or it's going to either be an awesome team or they're going to suck. And the thing that he has that he think he has over everybody else is he's got film and all this and all that. And he knows how to get these guys right. He's going to take them back.
I can do that. I can do that.
Hey, we can do that.
I can do that.
We can do it with
I can do that. I can say, ATM Tebow, you can't touch the ground with the ball and then try to throw it. That's a slow release. I can do that. Look, there's a man standing right there. You don't want to throw right there. You see that man over there? He's wide open. Let's try to throw to him. See how I did that?
And he got a team that's full of talent and young. Ain't no old dudes on that team. Richard Seymour gone. Everybody else is young.
But I'm going to watch him regardless, though. Just because I want to see what they do.
I just want to see him with that visor on and that hair coming out. He look like this. Like Chucky.
Chucky.
Anyway, man, that was some good stuff right there.
Yeah, so, that's some good stuff.
Let's go and get this thing closed up, man. We gotta get better too. We're gonna have a real schedule. We're gonna discuss the real schedule one day. But until then.
But life happens to everybody. Life happens to everybody.
Life happens to everybody.
Like game night with the family.
Oh!
like hunting on a Saturday morning.
I work all week. I ain't got tomorrow morning off.
We appreciate everybody who stopped by to listen today. Join us again next week, right here on the R&R Show.
The R&R Show.
Milk the cow.
That's Peter Griffin. Where he gave that drink. And Chris he was milking that cow. That cow caught on fire. He had a Red Bull. That cow caught on fire.
Love y'all. Peace.